Another week in the books. Who's rising? Who's falling? It's time for this week's NFL Power Rankings with Tiki and Tierney. Number 10.
You know, I got to be honest with you. This is the one that I really had an issue with. And I'm going to throw the Jets in the 10th spot.
Interesting.
I do it with great hesitation. If the Vikings didn't just get destroyed, I may put them there. But the Bills don't move me enough. The Colts, I'm going with the Jets, but that's tenuous at best.
I don't know what to put down for number 10. I really don't, because I thought about the Jets, but I mean, they should have lost to the Giants. Right?
Yeah, but we didn't, sucker.
You didn't. So I'm going to go with the Vikings only because the Adrian Peterson-less game plan, I don't think that will happen again, even though it's happened a couple times this season already. Give the ball to AP, take it off of everybody else. You will win more games than you will lose. Trust me.
Number 9.
Go with Kansas City.
Interesting. I got the Packers here at number 9. They fell way down the list earlier. Obviously, we had them up in the 6-5-6 range. But they've just been off, and even some of the games that they've won, it just hasn't looked right. So I have the Packers way down on the list.
You know, the thing about the Chiefs that really impressed me, and they kind of defied this, and I was curious if they would be able to. The 5 wins before the Raiders game, they had no turnovers.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm saying, well, what happens when they cough it up? And they did a couple of times against the Raiders, but they answered with a 20-0 run in the fourth quarter to win in a tough venue. So, listen, I don't think they're Super Bowl legit, but in terms of being a playoff team, there's no doubt. I like Kansas City.
Number 8.
What do you got, T?
I got the Seahawks at number 8. They obviously came from way down at the bottom. They were off the list in some regards for the last couple of weeks because of how pedestrian they seemed. But as of late, they're an offensive explosion. And Russell Wilson's been playing as good a football as he has in his entire career. You couple that with a defense that has climbed itself back into the top 5. The Seahawks are a force to be reckoned with.
I love it. I actually have them a little higher. I'll get to them in a bit. I got the Packers here, though, for all the reasons that I think we all recognize. Aaron Rodgers, a little skittish the past month or so, and if they didn't connect on that 61-yard bomb the other night at Ford Field, they wouldn't even be in the top 10. I mean, they've had a really alarmingly inconsistent month, but that win keeps them in number 8 for me.
Number 7.
This is where I have Seattle. And I love Russell. It took a while, but Russell Wilson's development inside the pocket has bolstered my belief that they can win a couple and get hot and stay hot.
Yeah, I have the Kansas City Chiefs here, and it's not about the strength of their offense or their defense, but they are getting more aggressive, scoring a bunch of points, and have been on a 6-game win streak. The Kansas City Chiefs behind a down-the-field tossing Alex Smith.
Yeah, right.
A number
Check down Charlie.
Yeah, exactly.
Number 6.
Patriots. And if they didn't have this championship DNA, quite frankly, I'd probably have them a little lower. I guess there's this internal mechanism that doesn't allow you to drop them too far out of respect, and they've earned it. They're really beat up now. They can lose to half the teams in the NFL. That's how beat up they are right now.
Yeah, you're right. I have them a bit higher, and maybe it's a respect thing. But I have the Steelers at number 6. They've been fantastic when everybody's healthy. I worry about the health, and I worry about them getting in shootouts and being able to hold up defensively. Big Ben is awesome. Antonio Brown's the best wide receiver in the game, but defensively they've given up too many big plays.
Number 5.
I got the Steelers here. I picked them to get to the Super Bowl in August. And given the state of the AFC right now, first, the irony is they might not even get into the playoffs because right now they're not there. But, if the Jets get in, I would, and to me, the Steelers are infinitely better than the Jets.
Yeah.
But right now, the Jets are a playoff team. So it might be unfair, but it is what it is. If they get in, nobody's going to want to play them. The Steelers are just awesome on offense.
Well,
number 5 for me.
We flipped our 5s and 6. I have the Pats here for all the reasons that you said. They fall off a little bit from where we had them a month ago, where they were number 1. But the injuries have started to catch up. Those guys will come back, though, and that's the good thing. Other than Edelman, most of those guys will be back.
Number 4.
What do you got, Teak?
I have the Broncos here at number 4. A lot of people say, but Peyton. Doesn't matter. Brock Osweiler is playing mistake-free football. And with the number 1 defense in the National Football League, defense and running the ball, they got a running back in C.J. Anderson who shows up at this time of the year for whatever reason. You got to respect the Broncos in the top 5. I got them at number 4.
I have them in the same exact spot. They've got a top 3, top 4 defense. Their playbook is a little more diverse now, under center, the stretch stuff, the misdirections, I'll let you describe that football stuff, but I think we all know what I mean, where they can just do more things with Brock. Now, what happens when he has one really bad game? Well, we'll see, but right now, they're a top 4 team.
Number 3.
Bengals for me. I have them in the 3 spot, Cincy.
I had a real debate with this one.
Did you?
Real debate.
My God.
Because I felt like the Cardinals may be 3 because they haven't been scoring consistently in the red zone, but I ultimately followed the same route that you did. I have Cincy at number 3. Their offense is explosive as heck, and Andy Dalton doesn't seem to be slowing down at all with all the doubters that are still waiting for him to win a playoff game.
Quick question, and I don't think this will happen. I don't think you do either. If they were to get blown out and they'll have a bye, you would imagine. If they lose their playoff game and it's significant, I know he probably won't get fired, but should Marvin Lewis get fired at that point? I mean, come on.
I don't know how you fire him.
Underachievement when it matters? I mean, every year they lose.
I hear what you're saying.
I know the owner won't. I'm saying should he be? Otherwise, it's a different standard.
I don't know. There's no answer for that.
I think that he should be, but I don't think he will be.
Yeah.
And I hope they will.
I definitely don't think he will be.
Okay.
Number 2.
Arizona for me, Tiki.
Arizona for me as well. We love Bruce Arians, and we love the mentality that this team has. And they go win the games that they're supposed to win. You got to keep them there. And then obviously,
number 1.
At number 1, you keep the pace. You got to respect the 12-0. Despite how bad it looks at times and how close some of these games and defense as great as they are, they gave up all those yards and points to the New Orleans Saints. You got to respect 12-0.
They've got, by my count, 2 of the 5 most dominant defensive players in football, Luke Kuechly and Josh Norman.
Yeah.
They really do.
Agreed.
I mean, they are. I got them on as well.
That was this week's NFL Power Rankings with Tiki and Tierney.